Hello, Gina, and anyone else joining us. It's just going to be a little awkward silence for a second while I get our sharing up. All right, I think we're good. Let me make sure it goes silent on the Facebook stream. It's loading. All right. Hi, everybody joining. Wanted to make sure we're streaming on Facebook as well so people can share it from that place. We are waiting for Kristen to join us here. She's having to restart her computer quick. So I'm going to just chat with you guys for a few minutes while we wait for our amazing guest to join. So hello, everyone, Lorraine and Linda. Gina, thanks for joining me on Zoom. I love Zoom because you guys can ask me questions. So if you already have questions, start to put them in the chat. If you're thinking of things, if you're watching on Facebook, thanks for joining. I know if you're Central Time Zone and you follow me, this is pretty late for me to be live, actually. My friend Kristen, I'm going to be interviewing tonight, similar to last night's interview with Jeannie in Arizona. Kristen is in California, so it's only 7 o'clock their time. So she's going to get her computer restarted and join us in just a second. But if you're watching, yeah, you're okay, Kristen. Don't worry if you're watching. You're good. Take your time. It's okay. But I am super pumped to be here. I'm going to be interviewing her, and I am really excited for you guys to hear different perspectives, different people's like what this business has meant for them, what their experience has been, and also like from different areas of the country. I think is so neat. I always think it's fun, like when I'm with someone from New York or California or Texas or Washington. So different sometimes in certain cultures and different things, but also just like lifestyle. And, more urban areas have access to more restaurants, and more rural areas like me have more farm, options right around us, literally like farm to table in our backyard. So it's just so fun. So awesome. I see Kristen is joining. We'll let her get on. Again, if you are watching the replay, do hashtag replay so we know you're catching the replay. If you are on live, we would love for you to say hi. It helps boost this into people's news feed so they see it if they were intending to see it and just missed it. Hi, Kristen. How are you?
Hi there. I cannot get my computer to restart.
That's okay. That's okay. We can't see you right now, though. Your camera's not on.
Oh, yeah, that would be like really good to turn on my camera, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I was like, are you going to talk to? So, I mean, it's fine, but like that's going to look real boring on Facebook Live. So good. So
It's
we're
one of those.
streaming. Nope.
I'm sorry.
You're perfect. And now you're on. I can see you good on Facebook. So it's going to stream because we're using Zoom. It's going to stream either way. So you're good. Just when we get off of here, then because I don't know right now if you're on Zoom, if you can share at the same time on your phone to Facebook. So you may have to, if people think that they're watching it on your wall, wait for your computer to restart, and then you can share from your computer my wall to yours. Does that make sense? Like you're good now on the Zoom. If your phone works, it'll be fine. You look good
Yeah,
on the screen and everything. So
something's wrong with my computer. It's
yeah, no, that'll be perfect. Or you can share it right afterwards. So awesome. Well, I was just letting them know how fun it is. Well, it's 9 o'clock Central. So first off, I was telling any followers of mine, like if they're wondering, why is she up so late doing this? Well, it is like my one exception. I love Kristen, and those California people, man, they're just, different like way of like, no, I'm just kidding, but literally different time zone by 2 time zones. So that's just going to make a little bit of a different feel for me tonight, because I have been at this for several, obviously the whole day already. But I've been waiting all day, you guys, to interview Kristen and to just share a little bit more about her. So I see Kayla says, she said, I'm here to support my girl, Kristen. Gina said hi. So again, ask questions in the chat, you guys, on the Facebook Live or in the Zoom. We would love your questions. And before we even like really dig in and can answer anything, I think we got to know who Kristen is. So if you don't know me quick, I'm Kayla. I am super pumped to be here. I am one of Kristen's amazing uplines. She has great support. She's in one of the strongest organizations within my greater global org, but I also get to personally work with her. I get to spend time with her coming up at our leader retreat that she's coming to and conference. But I wanted you to know just kind of background. I've been doing this for 9 years now, and it's such a blessing to work with people like Kristen who work full time, have a family, love to go camping and do fun things with their family, excuse me, and still find time for this business. And so, Kristen, why don't you tell us a little bit more about you, and also in that, so your family and anything you're willing to share, also how you found Epicure, because I always love these reminders, like how did you come across this company?
So gosh, I had joined Epicure back in August of 2020. I actually waited a year because I was a fan of a different company that kind of went belly up. And Lorraine, I think you may be accidentally sharing on the wall. Are we
Yeah,
able to?
yeah, Lorraine, I'm looking to see how we can stop that, but I don't know how to get you off. Well, what you're looking at, we can see. Let's see. I've never had that happen ever. This is very fascinating. Oh, there we go. Okay, she jumped off just so that I would blank out. Perfect. Okay, go ahead, Kristen. Keep going.
Uh, so I was really hesitant with Epicure because it changed, and I was using other products with another direct sales company that went belly up. And so I finally had tried it. I actually joined without trying. Because I knew my friend wasn't lying to me. And people call me crazy, but I needed that hack. I needed quicker and easier meals. I needed healthier meals, which are so more important because my father and stepfather had passed away from poor health. So it's very important for me. To myself, I need to eat healthier too. And so I really just wanted everything. So how can you not go for Epicure, right? Because it has literally everything I was looking for. What my I have my husband, and then my special needs son, 8 years old, and my daughter who's 10. I'm actually in her room, using her room for quiet space. So we'll see how well it goes. But yeah, it's been an incredible journey with Epicure because I love the product so much. And I'm just so passionate about being able to just share it with everyone. It's just a blast. It really is. I know some people may say, oh my gosh, she works a full-time job. Well, I am an auditor with a day job. And yeah, it is more work, but it's fun. And that's what I love about it. I've had a day that sucks. Honestly, today sucks so bad, but I'm smiling because I get to see my Epicure community. I'm smiling because I'm seeing my friends who are on the Zoom, and I'm sure there's plenty on the live. I'm so sorry. I cannot even get my computer, to even work right now, but that's what it's all about. Just improvising and going with the flow.
I think that that's probably what makes an entrepreneur that works outside of the home as well, strong in this. You have to have a little bit of, yeah, go with the flow, like a little bit of like letting go of perfection. I mean, in our team, Kristen, wouldn't you agree? We always say done is better than perfect, and
Mhm.
your best effort is enough. And so some people I think feel like when they're going to join, they see somebody like me who does this full time now. By the way, I worked full time for over my first year when I first joined, and then I made a choice to leave my career to be a stay-at-home mom, work at home mom. I worked my direct sales business. That was a choice for our family that was best. For your family, you might relate more to Kristen. Maybe you love your career, or maybe right now you need all the income you have plus a supplemental income. Like, don't hear one person's story and think like you couldn't do this. I think that's what's really cool about talking to Kristen tonight is anyone can do this. And you heard like special needs child in her home, that she can be more flexible with a part-time job than a typical part-time job where you have to be set hours and ask for time off still and all the things. So I think that's important. Kristen, so how long have you been with Epicure now? When did you join?
So since August of 2020, so 2.5 years, if I can count properly.
Wow, that is so crazy. I saw somebody
Yeah.
said, Gina said, I didn't know Epicure was around that long. Yeah. So 25 years in Canada and over 3 years now already in the USA. And if
Mm.
I'm being honest, I've been here since day one in the USA. It has flown thanks to a pandemic being inserted in the middle. But Kristen, I wonder, like, do you feel like this came into your life and more rapid fire because of the pandemic? Or do you feel like it didn't matter? You would have found it anyway. What's your thoughts on that?
I heard about Epicure when they had first launched into the US. So I knew they existed the whole time. And I hate change. It's which is really funny. And so I've done other direct sales businesses too. And honestly, with my son, I really wasn't looking to do anything new. And I just kept away from Epicure. I was like, no, 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 nope, not gonna do it. And then finally I was like, Kristen, why torture yourself? Like your kids are tired of what you're cooking. You need more variety. And heck, I need to eat healthier. So when I really learned more about Epicure and what all they had to offer, it was just a no-brainer for me because trying Hello Fresh, too expensive, waste. The kids wouldn't eat it. We loved the fancy meals, way too long to cook it. It fit in so well. And I have to say what you were talking to about different lifestyles and stuff. I think that's what's really great. I really love how you, Kayla, and my direct mentor, Rachel Crofts, I have to say too, like there's someone in between me and I earned this time with Kayla. So I'm so proud. But it's just really incredible just seeing how anyone can work the business how they want to. And we support everyone where they're at with their business. And I think that's so huge because Kayla has never told me, Kristen, you need to quit your job. You said you want to grow your business more. You need to quit your job. She's always here to support me where I'm at. And so I'm just so thankful and grateful. I honestly couldn't survive without Epicure, not only financially, but just really even mentally. Having the products for myself and the community, it's just been a blast.
I
I'm
love it.
babbling.
Yeah. Yeah, you nailed something really important. I think some people think also in order to build something big or build something successful, I'm going to say to them, like, you've got to do it this way or you've got to do it this much time. It really just depends. This is the coolest business. And, income disclosure here, you get out of this what you put into it. So you can do as much or as little. You can do it in pockets of your homeschool day. You can do it in your lunch hour at your full-time job, or like I had to do when my baby was little and I had to get this up to be about $4,000 a month at least. Like that was years ago, to replace a career that I had given up. I remember like having to teach myself to be a 5 a.m. person. I
Mhm.
wasn't a morning person, but I taught myself to be so I could work for a few hours and then be mom for the day. And now my day is very different. My kid goes to school, so I worked out. And I think I first walked in here this morning at 8:30, but I can put in the full day of work like a traditional job now if I want to, because I can. I'm never going to tell you how that has to look for you. You're going to navigate that as you go. Kristen is testimony to that. But that's really what I think. I just want more people to know this month more than anything that this is such a flexible but valid way to earn money, whether that is big amounts that you need to pay off debt with or supplement lost job or major income that's changed in the last few years, or whether it's like a shoe fund, a mani-pedi fund, hockey gear for your kiddos, or just weekly or monthly date nights. Everything is up. Like we just joked, my husband and I, what did we just buy? And I was like, oh, McKelly got two things at the grocery store last minute. My husband ran them in tonight. And I was like, I bet I like to play the game of like, how much did it cost? And I was like, $4.19. And my husband was like, $4. It was like $6. And I was like, oh, that's like, I mean, it just keeps going up and up and up for two tiny things that a couple of years ago would have probably been $2. And so I say that like, maybe it's just that, having that extra to cushion the rising costs and things. It can be anywhere in between. So Kristen, what's something you're really proud of that you've accomplished so far with Epicure, whether that is a financial goal or just personal development goal? I'd love to just have you share what's something you're really proud of.
Wow. So I am such a humbling type person, and having a background of an auditor and not a salesperson, I never imagined I'd get where I'm at. Highest rank I held was director, but I'd have to say my biggest thing, okay, two things. Earning a trip for two, the incentive trip to two to Mexico was really phenomenal because there's not that many people that earn it for two. And then the other thing I'd have to say is I am just so proud of my team, how far I've grown. I am so introverted, especially like when we go to the retreat. I'm like, oh, there's so many people. I can be so introverted. So it's so much fun how I can kind of hide behind Facebook and just continue to grow. And it's just so heartwarming just seeing every single family I've helped with a meal or team members. I know some of my team members are on right now. I saw Linda and Lorraine was on at a moment. I'm sure there's more on it, Facebook land. I'm just not able to see it. So I'm just so proud of everything, and everyone that's helped me to get where I'm at. And there's always growth. I'm really big on tracking numbers, and I'm always looking at growth month by month and year by year. And I've just continued to grow every year. So it's just been, I'm just so thankful.
I love it. Yeah, I feel like, and here's the thing too. So far I've been talking about money. Kristen's biggest accomplishments weren't, you didn't hear her say like a certain paycheck or whatever. It was more like knowing she's in that top, like other direct sales experience hadn't worked out like she had hoped, or was nervous to come here. Like, will this be different? Will I have success? And she's one of the trip for two achievers. And I just think that speaks to like the heart of what we do. We like help people believe in themselves. We help people see a goal through till the end. We help them earn if that's what they need, or just grow. I like to say that we help people eat healthy and earn healthy, one or both, either way. It's awesome. But I think more than not, people don't even realize that part of their love language might be like recognition and words of affirmation and praise that you might not get in a day job. You definitely probably, maybe you do, maybe you don't, get that as a stay-at-home mom or as a homeschooling mom. Those are definitely roles that sometimes are like those really key roles in raising the next generation, but kind of the thankless job, if that makes sense sometimes. And so I think this is a great fit for people in any season, but for any reason. And I'm not trying to say, these cute, catchy sayings, but it's so true. 9 years in, I look back and I'm in a totally different season now. And I look forward to when I'm hopefully running to all kinds of sporting events and all the things. I only have one human child, two dog children, they count, but one human child. And I can't wait for like the next season where my nights are busier and hopefully he's really active, whether that's in, band things, musicals, hockey, soccer, I don't care, bring it all. But I think, Kristen, you can agree, like being there to be there for your son and therapies and different things like that flexibility and freedom to match your career. Cause you travel quite a bit for your full-time job, right?
So I've been fortunate that I haven't had to travel as much, but yes, I do. So for example, what we have our leader retreat in February. I'm so super psyched, and conference in March. March, I'm actually going to be traveling 3 weeks out of the month. Now, I am not thrilled about that. And I'm so thankful for my husband who supports me and helps me to take care of the kids. Now, the last week is spring break. I've been very intentional. Epicure has allowed me, well, we have tons of bills with my son, but Epicure has still allowed us to be able to go do those things because I've just really learned, you can work hard, but it's also important to play. So, yep, I do have a week trip for my day job in March. Also for conference, Epicure conference, super psyched. And then I'm going to take a whole week off for spring break with the kids because they deserve it. And luckily, I do have a flexible, I've been an auditor for 16 years, and I'm able to have a flexible job in that sense to be able to take that time off. And Epicure, yeah, like you said, the flexibility, it is absolutely nuts how I can be busy the whole day. And this whole week, I'm in a whole week meeting with my day job, and I'm just going to check my phone maybe during breaks. I get a break every so often, or I'm going to check my phone tonight and see who I need to respond to. Yeah, I just love how we get to plan our schedule. We can plan Epicure around our schedule. It doesn't have to be, it can be whatever we want it to be. And that's what I love.
I would have to agree that again, just the ability for me to be able to offer something. People ask me like, you know, did you go to college for sales? No, I went to college for human resources. I do like to train. I love working with people like Chris, and I just love helping women, especially, but men and women just feel empowered and go after their goals and know their job well. But a lot of times people will say like, do I have to have a sales background or do I have to share the business and like, with other people? And it's like, no, you don't. But once you come in, you'll realize the coolest thing is when you can meet somebody with an opportunity that gives them the finances they need or gives them the flexibility or the confidence or the personal growth. This weekend we were, I was at an event. I did an in-person event with 5 other business owners, 6 other, can't remember. I think 5 other small businesses. And one of the things that you heard around the room a lot is just, well, first off, women empowering women. It was a ladies event, but also just this constant theme of our network, our channel, direct selling or multi-level marketing is the number one opportunity in my mind for what I would call free or break even personal growth. Even if you just join a company, our company for the lifestyle or the discount and become a good food ambassador to share the products, you are going to grow no matter what. It's going to help you be more confident by learning to share it. You're going to be blessing other people. You become a true helper in your community. You're going to, challenge yourself. It's almost like going back to school. Don't you think, Kristen? Like there's so much good that comes from,
Growth. I just
yeah,
view it as, and I think it's
growth.
important too. I think it's so important to always be learning. So yeah, in a sense, it is like learning and growth and personal development. I personally love that kind of stuff because I think we can only just continue to grow in life. We're never going to stop learning. So I love how network marketing and Epicure just opens you up to that. And I have to say, okay, not to brag here. I promise I'm not doing this intentionally, but I always brag on you, Kayla, and my direct mentor, Rachel, because it is just incredible how much you love pouring in to everyone in your downline. It doesn't have to be direct to you. Rachel's in between us. It's so incredibly heartwarming, and how much you, Kayla, also look at developing not only yourself, but those below you and providing information. Network marketing is always changing. Facebook is changing. And you always provide us those tools in order to help us have a successful business. And I just, that is such a key thing.
Yeah, I would say my heart is just to help people, period. But I think most people that come into the network, that is their heart too. I think fear stops us. So, Kristen, thinking back now, well, two things. One, I covered this last night on my main wall, but I want this to be on your recording too. It's only 80 US dollars right now, 100 Canadian to join our team in January. So I already, just want to say that on behalf of Kristen. It's such a great time. And Kristen is an amazing. Thank you for the kind words. You do not ever, I'm not paying her under the table. I promise. Those were all free will thoughts. But I do want you guys to know Kristen's an amazing mentor. She is one of the strongest in our org, constantly in the top 10 in team sales and personal sales and sponsoring. And she's got some really ambitious goals this year. Her and her organization are going to go far. And so I just want to encourage you, if she invited you to watch this or one of her teammates, please circle back to those people and ask the questions. It's okay if it's a hard question or it's, sometimes it's, I think too, it's like an embarrassing situation in your mind. Like, I need this amount of money. I want to ask if I can make that, but I don't want them to be like, oh my gosh, like just ask it. You won't know unless you ask. But what if this is the sign you need? What if this is the opportunity that takes your 2023 and like totally changes your life, the direction the arrow's pointed right now. Now, the question I was going to ask you, Kristen, is outside of the business kit costs and things, you mentioned a different fear, because sometimes it'll be a money fear. How much is this going to cost? Is there a monthly website fee? No. Is there any, like, I have to buy product every month? No. Is there an auto delivery I have to be on? No. Is the minimum doable? Yes. It's about 200 to 220 US dollars every third month. It's very doable. Kristen's going to teach you to do that every month, not just every third month, all the things. But you covered something else. And that was like a fear, I guess I would say fear of failure. Is that how you would describe your fear before you jumped in? And can you help people that might be watching kind of cover that?
So unfortunately, someone may classify me as that perfectionist or that person, that worry person. And I've always been a people pleaser. I'm always looking at developing myself more personally because I want to teach my kids the best things and for them to grow up to be the best people. So I do kind of have that still in me, even though I don't like it, because yeah, I have done direct sales before. Before my daughter was born. So over 10 years ago, I started, and I did, and I was just learning as I was going, always learning. And in some businesses, I just didn't even fit in. I'm honestly, I feel like one of the most friendly people. And some people didn't like me, and it just, especially having a day job where you're not recognized as much, I really thrive on that recognition. But yeah, after going from business to business and not really having it take off, and I was successful in another prior business, but it just, I kind of struggled with it. I never, ever, ever, and I know this, Kayla, that you weren't trying to get to this place, but I've never, ever had such incredible mentorship. The guidance, my direct mentor, Rachel, she checks in with my team members, with my leaders, with me. It's really incredible. So yeah, and I honestly still have those fears. I still get those little goosebumps like, oh my gosh, my goal this month, this is so achievable. And I think it just comes down to also me just being so humbling and so proud and thankful for everything I have in my life. But yeah, I always do have those fears because I'm the type of person when I commit to a goal, I don't like failing. That perfectionist in me, I really hate it. So I think for me, if I'm going to go into something, I really want to make sure it's solid. And that's what I really saw in Epicare too. And honestly, I couldn't like not share it. That's my biggest thing that I'm just so excited about to get to help other people because everyone needs Epicare in their life. It may be the business, it may be just having the products for themselves to use for their family. Everyone seriously needs this. Like almost everyone is Tupperware in their family. Epicare needs to be everywhere. But yeah, I do have that, and that's what I love is how uplifting you and Rachel are, and continuing to motivate me because I probably never would have gone for founding leader if I didn't still just messaged Rachel and said that would be cool to have that. I think I want to go for that, but I don't think I can do it. And Rachel stuck with me the whole time and kept saying, Kristen, you can do this. We've given you the tools. You just got to follow through. And it was totally true. And so
Yeah.
that's what I love is you and Rachel. I know it's wasn't supposed to be this way,
Man,
but
I'm gonna do a video with
I,
Kristen every single day. If I have a bad day, I'm just gonna be like, Kristen, let's jump on Facebook Live and you just talk and I will just sip a glass of Merlot and just listen to you just dote on me and Rachel. I'm in. I hope I probably should tag her. I'm gonna tag her right now.
joined Rachel in here because I truly believe I wouldn't be here without such incredible um, upper leadership, mentorship, everything. We all go through our ups and downs and everything in life, as with our businesses too. And it's so easy when you're in a down in network marketing to just ditch it, to go leave.
Yes.
Um, and that's one thing I'm so determined. You guys have given such great guidance to just say, hey, like let's push through this. I'm sure there's plenty of other people in Facebook world that are experiencing maybe something similar in their own direct sales business or network marketing business. And I just love how you, Kayla, just really continue to encourage us and continue to um, encourage us to pivot and do other things. Because there's been plenty of times I've been like, oh, this ain't going good. How am I going to get out of this? But I always get out. It's just, it continues to remind me I need to stop having that fear of failure because I have such incredible support behind me and such incredible products that we're going to have an awesome year, of course, with everything coming too. So I'm super pumped too.
Yeah, there's so much. I mean, I can't tell you guys anything on this video tonight. I don't have permission yet, but there is some just rebranding happening and new ideas coming out in the company and just all around looking at what we do, how to do it best and stay best. I already believe we have the best products truly. And like Kristen, you said, everyone needs our products, the health or the wealth benefits in our product line and our business opportunity, but we're going to do it better yet. Just you wait, like stick around, get involved. If you've never placed an order, what a great time to support Kristen. If you're brand new and you came on tonight, or maybe you're an existing customer, but you haven't purchased in a while, like let her help you or whoever invited you to this with recipes to use what you have. We want to be a solution, a true solution in your life, a replacement to, like Kristen said, those complex meal plans or kits that are, kind of customized towards more adults and not as family friendly and not always as allergen friendly. We have that all. If you've never hosted a class and you're on the fence about that, oh my gosh, host a class. Our host rewards are amazing. And the February special coming up is so exciting. A brand new flavor of protein. Our Power Up Protein is getting another flavor added, and then a really cool shaker cup as well. So there's that. And then of course the business. That's what we're here talking about tonight, how it can impact lives. Kristen, if you were going to give one or two tips in like speed dating fashion for somebody watching who wants to know, like, why should I join you, Kristen, or why should I join your team? What would you tell them? What would be your biggest thing?
One, I think that is so differentiating is the community. The community by far, the support, the mentorship. No offense against anyone else, but you can't get that anywhere else, honestly. I've been around the corner, and it's really incredible. And The products, health and wellness is so important. And you know what? If you're not on the healthy train, it's okay. There's plenty of products, but it is so important for each person to just make any little step they can towards being healthier. And I love how Epicure can be that easy little step for so many people.
I love it. Awesome. I hope that you guys, this inspired you this evening, whether you were invited by myself, by Kristen, by one of her teammates, by somebody else in our org. Maybe you stumble across this video. I hope that you are inspired to at least learn more. Reach out to whoever your Epicure consultant is and get the information from them, especially if it's still January, because the business kit is such a great deal right now. But I like to say, we're not selling kits, right? We're selling an opportunity to have a discount and use the products more and change your health, to do a few parties here and there and social sell and make the reels and have fun cooking and make some extra money, or to really create true wealth and freedom for your family, again, based on what you put into the business. But it's all possible here. And I would agree, my favorite part of this as a leader is when Nate was like, my husband was like, you're going to go to the office and do a call at 9 o'clock. And I was like, yeah, because it's only 7 o'clock Kristen time. And who's going to watch it if it's like 4 o'clock Pacific? Like, it's got to be later my time. And he's like, you really do love mentoring. I'm like, I do. I love our community. I can't wait to see Kristen and give her a huge hug in about a week. I feel really blessed. And so if anything we said tonight resonates and you still have questions, get the answer. Don't go to bed for 3 days and think, oh, I don't know, and then talk yourself out of it. At least get the facts and explore it, because I think otherwise, Kristen, you'd agree, fear talks us all out of things
Oh,
that are scary.
I just, after I saw the catalog, I figured, well, first off, 25% off. I wanted everything. I literally made a list of everything I was going to buy.
I remember your list.
Yeah, made a list, and then I just immediately saw, after I signed up for the discount, you can't like not share this. And so I think it's just incredible, because no, I didn't think about it. I just immediately signed up because I thought, what's the worst that'll happen? I'm going to get like $300 worth of Epicure for like $80. Well, my price was a little bit higher, actually. I'm a little bit envious. But just having all that product for yourself, there's absolutely no risk in this. And so I didn't even have to think about it when I initially signed up, because I knew at least I'd have the discount. But then I saw, why not run with this business? I couldn't keep it quiet. But we support everyone where they're at. But who wouldn't want $300 worth of Epicure and getting to help at least their family and friends having healthier and quicker and easier meals in less than 20 minutes? Oh my gosh.
I love it. If you're also thinking about joining and you heard Kristen talk about the trip, we're going to find out very soon where the next incentive trip is. So why not get on board right now and be here for the entire earning period? I know Kristen's thinking it. It's one of her biggest accomplishments she shared. Yeah, we're going to find out at our conference coming up in March. So jump in now. You can attend conference in person if you're able, or virtual. There's a virtual option. You'd be able to do that, kind of hear what's going to be changing in our company, and then be earning the trip with us from the very beginning, March 1st, or March, whatever, 10th, whatever day we have conference and we find out, usually is how it goes. So thank you so much, Kristen. I adore working with you, and thank you for all you do. Thank you for your leadership, your enthusiasm. And of course, I'll be paying you later for all of those kind words you said about me. I'm going to go, guys, I am watching New Amsterdam on Netflix. Do I like live under a rock? Is that an old show? It's probably an old show. Is it like old? It's probably so old. I'm probably, okay.
But we watch, has to be high action type that we watch.
This is like hospital. It's all like, medical, right? They're in a hospital and the guy runs a hospital and he has cancer, and it's just very like all over the place. If you know this show though, like I think I cry every episode. So it's like now my new, like, it's the way I wind down at night. But Nate's like, I don't think you're winding down. You're getting all emotional and like worked up. And this is like a fake story. This is like a made up TV series that you're getting very emotionally invested in. So, yeah, anyway, just thought it was fun to share that. I love personal growth. I do lots of reading, lots of learning, but at night about this time, one episode or so of New Amsterdam, and I'm going to be out. So thank you, Kristen, again. I'll see you soon. Thank you, everybody, for taking time out of your busy schedule. I hope these stories, these interviews are really inspiring you to just see that it's not one type of person. Success doesn't look the same. This is not a cookie cutter business. This is a really cool, unique opportunity. And I hope you check it out further. So night, everybody. Thanks so much.
Everyone. Bye.